Our colleagues in the minority side raise certain issues in Parliament and beyond, outside Parliament. I worry. I worry because they just left power. They were in there for 8 years. And they come to say things that they didn't do for 8 years. They expected a 1-year government plus to be able to do it. That is hypocrisy.
But they just went on an inspection tour.
You understand?
They just went on an inspection. They want to see the state of those facilities.
Moro, I'm saying that Dr. Afriye should show us when they were in power, how many times he went there. When they were in power, he's been the health committee chairman when they were in power. He's now the ranking. When they were in power, how many times did he visit those facilities? It's a valid question. He never went. He never did. So that's hypocrisy. That's double standard. And he shouldn't think that by doing this, Ghanaians will applaud him. No. It's too early. It is only a hypocritical minority that failed to complete a hospital or hospitals that were started by a previous government in their stronghold. They failed to complete the hospitals and only come within a year to blame a government that has just come into power. That's hypocrisy.
Okay.
I did. And everybody from the Ashanti region should begin to ask what the NPP did for them in their 8 years rule.
Wow.
Yes, they should begin to ask questions like that because...
You are going to question Ashantis about that.
Yeah, we'll ask them. What did the NPP
when they are putting things together, you don't come anywhere near what NPP has done in Ashanti.
Ashanti region?
Yes.
Have you been there?
Yes.
When was the
I
last
go
time
there every time.
Oh, bro. When you go there and see the inner rows.
Afraid the man has just 2 minutes. You've chopped into 2 minutes.
When you go there, when you go to Kumasi and see the inner rows, the congestion, the traffic in the Ashanti, now to even pass through Kumasi is a problem.
Okay.
You understand? Now, a hospital that was started around March 2014, President Mahama started the hospital and left office. The NPP came, and this hospital is situated in the Ashanti region where they get their votes from. So I expected them to have completed this hospital. We should not have been here discussing this hospital. Now, a government has come into power 18 months. You want to blame such a government, a project you neglected for 8 years, you didn't do anything about it. That is irresponsibility on the part of the minority. Particularly the ranking member for health. I'm not proud of him because I didn't expect this from him. I expected this advocacy when his own party was in power. That is when we should have, the Ashantis would have known that Dr. Afriye cares so much for the Ashanti people. But you sat there, you've been the chairman of the health committee for all this while, you never did this advocacy. Just because you are in opposition today, then you now know how to go and do advocacy. That is bad faith. And I think that he don't deserve any applause. Because he should have been doing this when they were in opposition. He never did. It's not today that an 18-month government that you want to blame them for a hospital that is in your stronghold that you fail to complete. That I have a problem with that.
Okay. Well, fortunately, we've been given 10 extra minutes, so that's good. So, Sedu, if there's something else you want to say, we've been given 10 extra minutes.
Yes.
So remember, is that far in the Siwa hospitals?
Yes.
Siwa hospitals,
yes.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, both, in the Ashanti region. So basically, like a hospital of 2.2 billion, we've paid, government has been able to pay 2 billion. So what is left is not much. You understand? What is left is not much. So we just have to, let me tell you something, Moro. Sometimes when
so Quanta Chedie Anomaija
Okay.
Sabronum Dobroso Bekwai Hospital, Kodongo Hospital, Tepa, Fomena, Kumewu, you'll be naming them. These are all hospitals that were done under NPP in the last 8 years. Yes, we might not be able to finish everything, but wasn't that the same hospital that the current health minister went to stand there and complain bitterly about? So if you have come into office for 1 year, 6 months, and you are still blaming an NPP government that because they didn't finish, so you are also not going to finish it, then you have a big problem as a.
But they haven't said they won't finish it.
But have they done anything to it?
No, but
when you look at the weeds, when you look at the that is why let's deal with the one he's withdrawing. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That you don't sit down to the ninth hour.
You've made that point. You've made that point several times.
But it's because you brought it. It's because you brought it up again. You see, whether he's not withdrawing here or so, that is my back case. But I'm talking about where he says he's withdrawing. Yeah. I don't think it's fair to do that. And whoever can support Chairman Wontumi on this occasion, any lawyer, I believe, those who want to do gratis and things, they pro bono can at least go and support him and help him. But we are all behind him, whether good or bad, we support him. We believe that he's worked hard for us, the party, and himself as a whole. He's a businessman, as he's always stated, and he will run his business as critical as possible and as perfect as possible. Definitely in businesses, you get some bad nuts coming in to, destroy one or two things or, come to dirty your water. And it's acceptable because in business you see some of these things. How you manage it and get out of it is your own thing. But I believe that we should still support him in everything that he's doing. I don't believe that like the Americans do. It's till the last man standing is gone. They are not going to turn their back on any American. In that same way, we are not going to turn our back on any NPP person till the last man is gone. We need to fight for our own. We need to protect our own. We need to be with our own, whether good or bad. That is ours. You don't throw your baby away with the dirty water. It's not done. And I believe that there are better days ahead. I believe and I pray that from what has gone on so far, I believe the judge will come out something and maybe hopefully Wontumi will be set free. All right. Because I feel that yes, he's hardworking and I don't think that he's done anything wrong. From what the little except I got from the court, it tells you that he didn't go to do illegal mining somewhere. Some people use this name to go pick his lands and things to use in some forest or so. He wasn't involved, and so I don't see why he should be charged for that.
Let's wait for the judge.
So I'd leave that for the judge to come out, and I wish him the best. We are with him in spirit.
Okay.
Wheat over there that was being weeded. It tells you that it's a recent thing. It tells you that even during our time, we kept the place neat and habitable from snakes and all these rodents and other things. Are they doing the same? No. It tells you that they are not serious as a government to even finish something they claim that we didn't do. So we are voted out of power because of that. Then you come and tell me that because our ranking member has gone to complain about it, he's done wrong? Come on. Are we looking at the nation or we are looking at individual? Do you know why this whole, Afari Hospital has come up? Because of the 2-week suspension of the director for Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Because of that. Where even the staff, everybody got angry and said that they were all going on strike. Because they don't think you are being fair. They don't think you are being passionate. They don't think you are even listening to what is happening on ground. Where they didn't even have space to put people and work on them when they are ill. And so they said, listen, hold on with the rush that you are coming here. Use lesser endowed hospitals. All these community hospitals, polyclinics and things, instead of rushing to the emergency. Because when you come to the emergency, we might not be able to take care of you because we have a lot on our hand for some time. And based on that, you get the health minister. Not even writing to the board that they should investigate and take necessary action. But you wrote to them that they should give the man 2 weeks. It means that you've made your judgment. It means that you don't know how even corporate governance works. You believe that once the president says this, whether it's good or bad, people should not reason. Doctors should not use their brains. Because the president has said that, let us not turn people back. But they are not saying that you've come, we've turned you back. They are saying that be forewarned that you might get there in a rush and you might not get the necessary emergency treatment that is supposed to be given because the place is crowded and our hands are full. So they are telling you ahead of time that don't rush to that place. Try other places before you even come. By the time maybe a week or two would have passed, the pressure would have gone down. Where was the fault of this doctor? All you needed to do was tell the distant that, oh, at least write to him or investigate and let us know why he didn't even consult, because this is something we've already stated. But you expect people to use their brains when they are working. They are not robots. So if the hospital cannot claim more than 1,000 people, and because they say that, oh, we shouldn't retain people, and there are over 1,200 people there, when people are coming, we should still admit them. Is that what you are saying? When there are other hospitals that could be opened easily nearby, because unlike Accra, where you can have Kolebu, Ridge, UGMC, Bank Hospital, Wales, there are about 5, 6 or 7 big hospitals in Accra that you can easily go for reference. Confanoche is so. So the pressure there is high. With the operation of the Agenda 111 hospitals, it's going to ease that traffic in Confanoche. You are not interested in Agenda 111. You are not interested in opening other hospitals. Even with all the facilities in these hospitals, you are not interested in doing that. All you are interested in is to make sure that we do gimmicks, settings.
Let me read this for you, Alfred. So, Boja Jimfi, the Deputy Defense Minister, he says, ironically, today it is this same MPs whose party is no longer in power who are shedding tears over the hospital and yelling for its completion. However, most Ashantis will no longer be fooled by these inferior taxes aimed at scoring cheap political points. They know the tears that the NPP and the MPs are shedding are crocodile tears. They also know the noise that the MPs are making is only to cover their own shame for not completing the hospital throughout the 8 years they were in power. They know the Mahama government will complete the project. The NPP want to share in this glory when the hospital is completed and opened, because then they can claim that they were the ones who compelled the government to complete what they refused to complete. As has been said time and again, the NPP is the proverbial Anoma Kokoneko. Is it Kokoneko? Anoma Kokonekone. It's a proverbial expression in the Tree language of Ghana that refers to a cunning or critical person or a mischief maker. Who's this in your shot?
That's one of the MPs.
Oh, he's weeding at the how do you call it? The overgrown weeds at Afaro. Oh, that's Obuasi East MP. But can he weed the entire place? Patrick Bachiado. Yeah, but he says that all this noise about the non-completion of the thing is all shedding crocodile tears.
Was listening to Honorable Cletus this morning.
Yeah.
You would have taken a seat or word of advice from him. You know, NPP, we are no longer in power. You can insult us. You can twist everything against us.
Okay.
The taxpayer is not paying NPP.
All right.
They are paying NDC faithfuls. You are in power. If you are not going to do your work, and we are telling you that instead of suspending for 2 weeks someone who is trying to make sure that we don't get an overgrowth case in the hospital, and based on that you insult us, but rather not do the work you are supposed to do, it's up to you, the people of Ashanti, and to God. Okay. At the right time, they will talk. Okay. You see, one thing I love about Ghanaians, whilst you are doing all this, they are sitting there saying, When Ghanaians start doing and they don't talk, that is where you have to be wary. Because that is where they will show you where power lies. 2028 is not far away. 2028 is not far away.
Okay.
Ghanaians are watching. They are listening. But they are quiet.
Okay.
And we'll leave it for Ghanaians.
Moro, I have a question to ask.
What question is that?
Why is the contractor not being responsible for keeping the place clean? Because this is your site.
Yeah.
You understand? You haven't handed over the project.
Is that the Afariwa one or is the Agenda? One of the Agenda 111?
Agenda 101.
You
That's
understand?
one of the
Afari Hospital. Is that Afari Hospital?
Do you understand?
Oh, okay.
I think
it's actually very big.
It's huge, yeah. It's a military hospital. It's supposed to be like 37.
You understand? I think the contractor, once you are working on a project that you
haven't handed over fully,
at least at any point in time, the place should not be like this.
Yeah,
that's the responsibility on the part of the contractor.
With you, but you see, if I don't know if that's the case, but in case, or if it's the case that the contractor has not been paid yet, he couldn't really be bothered about the overgrown weeds.
No, but when it comes to handing over, you are supposed to make sure that you clear the place before.
If the person has not been paid, and I'm not saying that's the case.
You have not been paid, but you will be paid.
But it takes funds to keep the place clean.
Yeah. You understand?
And if I've not been paid what I'm entitled to or what is due me, I'll just abandon it.
So the question we should now ask is that if they are able to send the military there to stop the opposition from winning, why can't they let the military win that place?
Honestly,
that's
a
good question.
There's some kind
they should be able to
responsibility
on the part of the contractor.
On the part of the contractor, and then those that are supposed
the facility is a military facility.
Yeah.
Look, so if you don't want people to go there,
you can't leave it like this.
Marapoma.
You can't leave it like this.
No, Marapoma. When he was constructing the, he's the one constructing the Pokwasi 2 in Sawam, blah blah blah. Yeah. And there were times when motorists and pedestrians and the general public when they were complaining about the fact that the project has stalled and the whole place was in a mess and so on. We later found that apparently it was because the man was being owed several millions of dollars. And the man says, I cannot continue to be maintaining the thing when you have not paid me. And it's not small money we are talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make is that when you give somebody a contract and you do not pay the person, and the person has worked, the person has raised certificates, and you don't pay the person moves out of sight. So what happens there? They don't care. So we will move on, but there's some messages that I want to read. So Samuel Brian Boabing sends a message. It says, Moro, the hen can never have a fair hearing in the courts of the hawks. Chema Wuntumi has made the best decision ever. Freedom is important. There is